boys. Yeah. Okay, so we just got done walking the property. It's just a pile of dirt right now, but I'm feeling excited. How you feeling?
Ooh, I look crazy.
Ooh.
Ecstatic.
Wow, she's beautiful.
I'm
She's
really
pretty,
excited.
I promise. I'm
really
just kidding.
excited. It's
Yeah?
just hit me wrong.
All right, now we're going to go feed the boys before they destroy everything in this neighborhood. So, all right, guys, so we wanted to, honestly, obviously what's up, but we're excited about this journey that's happening now in our lives. We're, we didn't think we'd be home buyers or obviously we thought we'd be home buyers, but we didn't think we would be actually doing it as soon as we are. And with that, we just wanted to share our testimony with you guys on kind of how it all happened, because it wasn't anything that we were looking for. We knew we would be doing it in the next year or so, but how it came about was funny, and I'll let Mariah tell at least the beginning, because most of it kind of came out of a situation that happened here at our apartment. Nothing bad, but just interesting how the Father works. You just kind of got to keep your eyes peeled for what's happening, and stay in tune with Holy Spirit, so that way you don't miss your moment, but I'll let you just start with what kind of got the ball rolling.
Well, first and foremost, I'm super excited. But so how this all came about is pretty much, well, when we first moved into this apartment, we already had said when we moved in here, this would be our last year rental. That was the first thing we said when we moved in.
That was the hope.
Just prophesying, we never knew it would happen, but it's happening. So, but we knew we wanted to make sure everything within ourselves was good, so that way we could possibly get a house in the future. And so we didn't have downstairs neighbors. We probably had upstairs neighbors first, but we didn't have downstairs neighbors for a while. There was a week where Archie had left and he did the youth camp for a week in July, and that week hell broke loose. I just had Yahya. I was home alone with the boys, and my mom was here with me helping me watch the kids. And then I had my neighbors that just moved in, and this lady comes upstairs and she's like, "Hi, I'm hearing noise." And I didn't answer the door, but my mom was just like, "Sorry, they're toddlers, they're gonna run around, that's just how they are." And that's it, One, that was the wrong thing to do. She shouldn't come upstairs. Anyways, so then the office is calling me. We're going back and forth as far as what's the right thing, because my kids are making noise within the normal hours of the day. They're not making noise outside of normal hours. Past 8 o'clock, they're not making noise, So all this back and forth stuff was going on. Anyways, so my husband, he goes to camp with the youth. I'm normally there, but then I had Yahya. Literally, I'm struggling, I'm tired. Got all these kids here. My mom, she works half of the day. She was here helping me, but she worked most of the day, so she was only here to help me at nighttime. So I'm just exhausted. The kids are doing things they normally don't do. They're not even in their right sleep regimen. They weren't in their right schedules. It was just a chaotic mess. So before that, we didn't have any neighbors below us as we moved in. So I didn't even know we had neighbors. I thought we did, but I didn't know that we had them until my neighbor knocked on my door. So she comes upstairs, she knocks on the door. I'm nursing Yahya, so my mom answers the door. She's like, "Hi, I'm just wanted to let you know I'm your neighbors from downstairs, and I'm just letting you know I'm hearing noise." And I'm over here like, oh Lord. My mom's like, "Sorry, there's nothing we can do about it. They're little kids." Yuri just runs to the door, smiling like, "Ah." And I'm just like, we have toddlers. What do you expect? Like, my kids, I teach them walking feet and stuff inside the house, but they don't know. Like, Yuri does not register that in his mind. Like, he just thinks it's a cue to run away from me. When I say walking feet, it's like, ah. So that happens, and I was getting upset because then out of nowhere they started banging on the roof during this week. So then that just made me upset, and it made me feel very uncomfortable. Then Archie, he comes back and I explain all this stuff to him.
And me, and this is one reason why I love our relationship so much, because like I be laid back a lot, and sometimes that can be, I'm not gonna say at my detriment, but I'm not gonna the type of person that's gonna force something. And you know, with getting a house and everything, I was like, you know what? In the Father's time, it'll happen. I wasn't gonna force. I'm gonna put my hand to it and try to make something happen, just because it's a good idea. You know, I see sometimes people get in trouble just because things are a good idea. They try to make it work, but it's not the purpose of the Father for them. So, you know, I really always want to make sure that we're, especially with big things like that we're listening and hearing. But when she didn't have peace, you know, I was like, okay, you know, let me not, because sometimes I'd be like, okay, babe, we're going to get a house when we're just supposed to. But she was really kind of adamant about it. And so then the very next day, it was funny because like my credit and stuff jumped like a crazy, and I've been working on my credit and stuff and getting it right and good and stuff. It jumped like this crazy amount. And so it was really cool how just she was sensing that and seeing that kind of first. You know, me, I was still kind of on the fence, like, okay, you know what, that's something. But we were negotiating with the apartment complex, and I was saying, hey, you know, if these people are complaining, y'all can move us, but it'll be at y'all's expense, you know, and different things. I was just talking about different things like of that sort, not really looking for a house or anything. But she was on Zillow like every night, and not apartments, but whatever, just the house thing. And so then like the literal next day, my credit jumps up crazy. She's like, let's just go look, let's just go see. And I was like, well, okay. And then, yeah, it ended up being like, it went from something that was irritating us to really a blessing. And I think one of us said in the middle of it, like, you know, I don't know if it's me or you, but like, these people don't know it, but Yahweh is using them to get our attention, so that way we can move into the next place of growth for our family. You know, I think it is good how God goes out of his way to make sure that you don't limit yourself, because we can, as people, we can do that. We can limit ourselves and we can be satisfied and content, which is not always bad. But sometimes he takes a neighbor that knocks on your floor to annoy you, so that way you open your eyes up, you know.
I just feel like the process in itself has been a miracle in itself. Just how everything is lining up, and the people that's put in place to serve us and to serve our family. Just like the feeling and the people and stuff like that, like that I get from everything, it's just been a miracle in itself, really. It's been a Yahweh's hand in everything. And I'm very grateful for this process, and I've been just enjoying the journey. People have been telling me to enjoy it, so I've been enjoying it, even though I've had a lot of anxiety and things like that God has been taking out of me, which I'm not a person that deals with that, but it's because of these things that in the natural, a lot of this stuff doesn't make sense.
Whoa.
And if in my mind I try to make sense of it, it just jacks me up. So now I'm just like, Yahweh, I just trust you. So I do have a video that you'll see. And one of the things, like, this was before we even found our house. The Holy Spirit told me to be faithful over every penny. And while I was considering that, and I was doing a budget, lashes were not in my budget. There were a lot of things that I did that were not in my budget. Like my pedicure, I do them now myself. They're not 100%.
No, I was just playing. They really good.
I mean, I go for the experience of getting a massage, not really for the way they do my toes. But and then my lash lady, I love her so much. She's awesome. But in that, I just, because of Yahweh telling me to be faithful for every penny, I just had decided, you know what, I'm just not gonna get my lashes done for now. And I talked to my lash lady about it, and I feel like, you know, even in telling her like I need to be faithful over every penny and things like that, she wants to be a part and a witness of when our house is finished. She wants to be a part of our housewarming or things like that, and I feel like she just wants to be a witness of the goodness of the things that Yahweh's doing in our life. So it was pretty cool to see that. And a lot of blessings has come from just that simple decision of taking out my lashes. You know, like I look crazy without it, but I just like it because then I can wake up and I do nothing to my face.
So, you know, we're just really excited, man. We can't wait to keep you guys updated on what's happening with the house. And so, but yeah, we have had our groundbreaking today. We took the boys out to see it, and they loved it. Till next time, it's the family. We out. Peace out, y'all.
Say bye. Bye.